Welcome to Mr. Chalk's Revision Tips. In this video, we will look at
hormonal control, the endocrine system, and the release of hormones. So the endocrine system is a complex collection of hormone-producing glands that control basic functions such as metabolism, growth, sexual development, and such forth. So hormones are chemical signaling molecules produced by endocrine glands and secreted directly into the bloodstream. They travel through the blood to distant tissues and organs where they bind to specific cell sites called receptors. By binding to receptors, hormones trigger various responses in the tissue containing those receptors. The pituitary gland is a small pea-like gland that plays a major role in regulating vital functions within the body. It's referred to as the master gland because it secretes the most hormones out of any of the other glands. It also has an effect of producing hormones that will go and affect other glands, which then release other hormones. Thyroid gland is a vital hormone gland. It plays a major role in metabolism, growth, and development of the body. The adrenal glands are endocrine glands that produce a variety of hormones, including adrenaline and the steroids aldosterone and cortisol. The ovary is a ductless reproductive gland in which the female reproductive cells are produced. Females have a pair of ovaries held in a membrane beside the uterus. The testes, also known as gonads, are the male counterparts to the female's ovaries. So in addition to their role that they play in the male reproductive system, testes also have a distinction of being an endocrine gland because they also secrete testosterone. And the pancreas is a glandular organ that goes and acts as an endocrine gland by producing the hormones insulin and glucagon. So hormone is a type of chemical messenger that enables communication between cells. Hormones are secreted by glands of the endocrine system and serve to maintain homeostasis and regulate numerous other systems and processes, including reproduction and development. So if we have a look at the effect that hormones have on the cell, so the hormone enters the cell by fusing with the cell membrane, thereby diffusing through the phospholipid bilayer. The steroid is a type of hormone, so the steroid comes into contact with a hormone receptor protein. This forms a hormone receptor complex which causes conformational change in the receptor, which activates it. The receptor hormone complex enters the nucleus of the cell where it binds to a specific gene on the DNA. This causes the DNA to be transcribed into messenger RNA. Messenger RNA moves out of the nucleus to a series of ribosomes, and at the ribosomes, the messenger RNA will be transcribed or translated into specific proteins. The proteins produced then exit the cell by exocytosis and cause a response in the body. So, two different types of hormones. We can have steroid hormones. So steroid hormones are lipid soluble. They can pass through the lipid component of the cell membrane and bind to steroid hormone receptors to form hormone receptor complexes. Non-steroid hormones are hydrophilic, so cannot pass directly through the cell membrane. Instead, they bind to specific receptors on the cell surface of the membrane of the target cell. So, the effects of adrenaline allow the body to prepare for action in situations where a quick response is essential. So, the effects of adrenaline will stop once the hormone is broken down by the liver. The adrenal gland is broken down into a few different pieces. So the adrenal cortex, so the outer region of the gland, this produces the hormones that are vital to life, such as cortisol and aldosterone. The adrenal medulla, so the inner region, produces non-essential hormones such as adrenaline, which helps the body react to stress. So the production of hormones by the adrenal cortex itself is controlled by hormones released by the pituitary gland in the brain. There are three main types of hormones produced by the adrenal cortex. So mineral cortisols. So the main one produced is aldosterone, which helps control blood pressure and by maintaining the balance between salt and water concentration in body fluids. And adrenogens. So small amounts of male and female hormones are released. Their impact is relatively small compared with larger amounts of hormones such as estrogen and testosterone release by the ovaries and testes after puberty, but these are important especially in women after menopause. Adrenaline, so this increases the heart rate by sending blood quickly to the muscles in the brain. It also rapidly raises blood glucose concentration levels by causing the conversion of glycogen into glucose in the liver. Noradrenaline, so this hormone works with adrenaline in response to stress, producing effects such as increased heart rate, widening pupils, widening air passages in the lung, and narrowing of the blood vessels in non-essential organs.
Thanks for watching.